Hello everyone, how are y'all? That's good to know. So tonight we'll be continuing to our next discussion, which is discussion 5. And as always, let's just introduce ourselves briefly before we start. My name is Melvira Melvin, and my metric number is 230831.
Hello, my name is Poi Jing Hui. My metric number is 231237.
My name is Lu Hui San. My metric number is 223612.
My name is Suvarna and my metric number is 23104.
Hi everyone, my name is Nityan Subramaniam and my metric number is 231303.
Okay, everyone have introduced themselves. Okay, so thank you so much for your introduction. So for today's discussion, we'll be discussing about our learnings and experience throughout physical crowdfunding and also microgreen growing workshop. So I'll be starting first. So I had a lot of learnings from crowdfunding and microgreen growing workshop. And one of the learnings being that for the crowdfunding first, I'll start for the physical crowdfunding first, which is to put yourself, it is important that you put yourself outside of your comfort zone because i- the only way for you to grow, to improve yourself, is to put yourself in a very a place that you are not familiar with, so that you can start slowly improving yourself from there, and you can learn from your mistake. It's okay to make mistakes as long as you have the effort to change it. And another learnings that I've gotten from physical crowdfunding, which is that you have to know, you have to uh, don't be too serious, which is it is important that during the physical crowdfunding, you know what you are trying to crowdfund for, because obviously uh, you want to do it because of the things that you are fighting, serving for. And it is important that you are being transparent and honest about what you are doing. Do not, and also it is important that you made it clear, and also clear up uh, any awareness regarding the situation that the things you are facing. So also another learnings that I've got from physical crowdfunding is that you have to you have to help people, because in your daily life you don't really realize how much you have that you take granted for. So it is important that you put yourself in this position so that you can give a hand and help out people in need. So that is my learnings for the physical crowdfunding. And then next for the microgreen growing workshop, I was one of the organizing committee that is working on the microgreen growing workshop, and and I was not directly involved in uh, uh, the workshop, but from what I have observed is that a lot of the volunteers actually had really fun watching the presentation by Tanji, which I also had really fun, because for this workshop it's not only about reducing food waste, it's also about the uh, it's also about growing your own plant, which you don't have, which is very beneficial because you don't have to waste your money to buy the vegetables. And also you can grow your own plant, which is much more like more beneficial, because you can control you, you have more control on what you want to harvest from the plant. And also one of the things that I actually learned from this microgreen growing workshop is that it is important that you do not waste, because when you waste that the waste actually even though it's just a small waste, like a 1 kg waste, it actually impacts it very whole it in a large scale, even if you do not realize it. But when you waste, you went to the landfills, which when it ended up in the landfills, it will generate carbon dioxide, which will really affect the climate change. So that is why from the physical craftsmanship and microgreen growing workshop, it is important that we learn to be more uh, careful with our uh, food food waste. So that is all for my point. I pass to the next person. Thank you so much.
Okay, thank you, Mel. Uh, for me, the learnings and experience for the crowdfunding, it it gives me a valuable hands-on experience with such as we engage with the public directly, and also learn a lot to improve my communication skills there. Because at first I gave too lengthy explanations to them, and I realized that they can't give so much attention to me, and also they don't really understand what I'm talking about at the crowdfunding. So after a few trials I try on many people, I seek out and I approach to many people, I learned that how to approach the strangers confidently and explain our objectives clearly, and also adapt my explanation depending on the listener's age, interest, and or background. And the next one I learned that we must have the patience and seek for people, because not everyone was willing to stop and listen, and at that day actually it's many people rejected us. But initially it felt discouraging, but I learned to handle the rejection positively and keep going with a smile with them. So after one succeed, I am getting more confidence to talk and approach with the people. Then I'm more natural when approaching them. So it is important to know that the awareness of the public perception also, because I realized that people respond better when it shows the enthusiasm and sincerity rather just asking for money. So we talk about the story and also connect our cause like supporting productive soup kitchen and reducing food waste to the real human needs that makes the people there more willing to contribute. So overall, the crowdfunding experience has strengthened my confidence in public speaking and pitching. And also, it gives me a better understanding on how to inspire trust and actions from the community. So for the our last KA microgreen workshop, so from there I gained practical knowledge of microgreen. I learned that the step-by-step process of growing microgreens, from preparing the soil medium to adding seeds, watering and caring for them. So it from that workshop, it made me realize how simple is that we can plant them in our household, and also growing microgreens showed me that how a small action like planting foods in a limited space can contribute in the healthier eating habit. So I think that this microgreen workshop has highlighted how sustainable practices can be so interesting and accessible by like also related to our campaign goal, which is to reducing the food waste and promoting responsible consumption. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Jinhui. So for me, during the physical crowdfunding activity, at first I was not so confident because I expected that people might give the negative reactions, especially since many are already struggling in their financial. But I realized never try and never know. When I start engaging the people, I found that the people were actually very kind and patient to listen to my explanation about our campaign. The more people I approach, the more confidence I gain. I even managed to engage a foreigner from Syria who donated to us. For me, it wasn't about the amount of money, but the message have uh I have give them that people care and want to support others in need. So from this, I learned how to approach Malaysians and even foreigners and how to build the confidence and also communication in public. And I also know how to accept the rejection with a positive heart. I feel a great sense of accomplishment because I was able to spread the message positively and passionately to the public community. So, through this experience, I have gained more confidence and increase my public speaking skills in the public, and also have more courage to speak in front of people. So, for the microgreen workshop, I learned about what microgreens are and how to DIY the plant and plant them in home. And it was very informative session guided by the organizing committee and gave me the knowledge about sustainable food practice and how we can easily grow healthy food even in small space. So I learned the new ways to plant a small plant in living space, and overall, both this experience taught me to be more confident, brave, and always open-minded to learn new skills while contribute to meaningful reason. Yeah, that's all from me. Thank you.
Dicussion. So, on my point of view, this week we have very two different meaningful experiences. So the first one, which is physical crowdfunding. At first, it was very difficult for me because many people said no the moment we approached them, even before we finished speaking. But I and my team wasn't giving up. We tried again to approach a few people, and we finally able to approach completely with two people and showed them the video and um, explain to them what are we doing, the campaign details, and everything. So throughout the experience, I think it really helped me to uh, uh, explain our aim better, and then realize how hard it is to actually raise awareness and to ask donation in this busy world. Honestly, I reflected that if I was in their place, I might also say no sometimes. So after this, I will always have a respect towards anyone who is trying to do something like this in the environment, and it really takes so much of courage and persistence to do all of this. And with the support of my three other teammates, we encourage each other and tried our best to collect as much as possible. And for the second activity, which is the micro green growing workshop, this was very interesting for me because I learned that microgreens are the stage after the sprouts, but before the plants grows fully. And they usually have two true leaves and are packed with higher nutrients compared to sprouts. So if we even got a chance to plant the seeds in a very simple way, then anyone can actually try it at home. And what makes it important is that it is very sustainable and affordable, and also a new experience to me. So my reflections is that in both of the activities, it taught me the persistence and awareness. Crowdfunding showed me the value of communication, patience, and respect. And the microgreen session, it showed me how a small actions like planting seeds can create a big um, impact for our world. And together we experienced uh, a very memorable week for us. Yeah.
Thank you, Suvarna. So, in my opinion, going through the physical crowdfunding and the micro green glowing workshop was actually a really good experience. From the crowdfunding part, I learned that raising fund is not just about asking people for money. It's more about communication, teamwork, and also convincing why our project matters. And also, I realized that even small efforts like explaining clearly or approaching strangers politely can make a big difference. And then in the microgreen growing workshop, I honestly didn't expect it to be interesting. It taught me that we can grow something healthy and sustainable with just simple steps. And I also saw how patience and care are important, like how we can grow our own vegetables with simple steps. We no need to go to the store and get it. We can get from our own house. So overall, these two activities really showed me that teamwork, effort, and consistency, we can achieve something meaningful. Plus, it gave me more confidence to interact with others and also try and explore the new things. So that's all from me. And for our last discussion, shall we do on next week, Tuesday? Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So thank you all for joining. See you all in the next video. Bye bye.